Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
Hey, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. This is Happy English Podcast, episode 489. Idioms and phrasal verbs using pop. Hey guys, Michael here. I know it's been a while since I've put out a podcast, but I'm really glad to be back at it again. Thanks so much to everyone who has written me and asked. Well, let's get to it. Hyder, who is one of my YouTube channel subscribers, sent me a message about phrases, phrasal verbs, and idioms using the word pop. I thought that it's a really great idea, so that's what we're going to check out today. By the way, if you have a request for an English lesson here on the podcast or on my YouTube channel, feel free to send me a voice message at myhappyenglish.com. It's a new feature on the website. Okay, let's get started with today's lesson. First of all, we have pop up. Pop up means to appear or happen suddenly. When something pops up, it usually happens unexpectedly. Here are some examples. A staff meeting popped up this morning in my office. An old love song popped up in my head today. When I say the word cute, what's the first thing that pops up in your mind? By the way, in the computer world, sometimes a small window suddenly appears on your desktop. In English, that's also called a pop-up. In a similar way, we use pop in or pop into. Pop in means to visit somewhere for a short time. Pop in has the same meaning as drop by or stop by. For example, I popped into the coffee shop on the way to work this morning. I popped into Jack's office this afternoon to have a chat about his next business trip. I think I'm going to pop into Shake Shack for lunch today. So, pop in means to visit a place for a short time. Pop over or pop on over means to visit someone for a short time. Here are some examples. I'll be home all weekend, so feel free to pop over anytime. I'm going to pop over Tommy's house tomorrow to wish him a happy birthday. I'll be working in the garden, so if you want to help out, pop on over. When you pop the question, you propose marriage to someone. The question in Pop the Question is, will you marry me? Let's look at some examples. Tommy and Kathy have been dating for 5 years, and he finally popped the question. I heard that Mark popped the question when he took his girlfriend to Paris. How romantic! I heard from my mother that my father popped the question at an Italian restaurant in New York's Little Italy. Next, when something makes your eyes pop out, it makes you very surprised. I went to the Burberry store to look for a scarf for the winter, but the prices made my eyes pop out. Johnny said his eyes popped out when the boss offered him a transfer to the London office. When Kim walked by the pet store and saw all of the cute puppies, they made her eyes pop out. And finally, in casual American English, when we talk about the price of something, we use the phrase, a pop. Before the phrase, a pop, comes the price. For example, at Yankee Stadium, bottled water is $8 a pop. Those donuts are $1 a pop. The tickets for that concert were $250 a pop. What a ripoff. How about you? Have you popped in anywhere this week? Has anything popped up in your office? Has anything made your eyes pop out? Have you popped the question? Why not leave a comment on the website? Well, that's our English lesson for today. Remember, if you have a request for an English lesson here on the podcast or on my YouTube channel, feel free to send me a voice message at myhappyenglish.com. And while you're there, if you want to read the examples in this lesson or get word-for-word transcripts of the Happy English podcast, just visit myhappyenglish.com and check lesson 489. Thanks for studying, and I'll see you guys next time at Happy English.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.